Going in for the grab. I'm taking one of these, dark, and something weird or odd. I have no idea from here. Boom, boom. All right, I've set the bottles down. Got a couple games in here. I have no idea what's in these. There's some like clear Scotch tape on this one. I'm going to use my Riedel cognac glass. By the way, real quick, Command Post Games Pub Battles, 1777 Brandywine, whoop, hello, and this very cool Cytosis cell biology game. Come on, that's how I dig it. All right, we'll go into it. So, what is this? No idea. By the way, the young lad is home at any time. So, if he comes in, wow, this cap looks like it's beginning to fail. I better watch this one. You'll hear the dog go crazy, and I'll have to pause. So if that happens, we'll deal with it. All right. Goodness, the color is a little cloudy. I want to say one of these is from the Drinking Caveman, and he's already said he combined some direct sherry into some bourbon, and he did about 30% of sherry, and he said if I get that one to probably toss it because it may have gone bad. That's kept me nervous every time I grab one of these. So, oh boy, and there is something floating in this too. Oh goodness. I'm not kidding. It's cloudy and it looks like a little something floating. Before I consume, I'm going to take a look at this one. This may be the problem. I am not sure. Huh. It says Nadurra peated and 10% sherry. Well, I love the Nadurra peated. That's one of my favorites. Hold on. I'm not kidding though. Huh. I'm a little nervous. 10%. The Nadurra should kill it. So, I don't pick up any peat, but if it's the Nadurra, that's a where they've taken a cask that's had a heavily peated Isla in it, and then they've just done like a refill. So it's not that it's the whiskey's peated; it's that whatever's left in the cask is imparted a flavor on it. I really don't pick up sherry either here, but now I know what this is. All right, there is something floating. We're going to still sip. I'll finish it up with something super strong, cask strength, if I feel ill at all. All right, so the surprise factor is gone. I do get a little bit of peat in here. There is some sweetness layered in, but the whole thing feels a little watered down. I don't get really much of a finish, maybe a little caramel finish. And what I'm hoping is maybe that's floating around in here is just little bits of the sherry, because there's 10% direct sherry in here. If there's anybody out there watching this that says that could actually be in any way risky, let me know. Wow, okay. That sip seemed a little sweeter. Almost caramel apple sweeter. But now we're talking like 3 taste buds removed here, because you've got the Glenlivet Nadurra with the peated cask finish. So you got your Glenlivet in a casking of what held peated whiskey, heavily peated. Now throw in some 10% of this concoction as straight up sherry. So it's a fermented wine. And then see what you get. It's not unpleasant at all. The only thing making me slightly unpleasant is the the slight residue floating in my glass. The nose, I do pick up a little bit of the oak, maybe a bit of the peat, peated wood. It doesn't say who this is from, so I don't know if it's Drinking Caveman a lot, who's the, he does a lot of little Frankenstein concoctions, some of which I've found quite delicious. But I don't know where that's from. And I'm not even getting through my samples. As we are doing samples, more samples are showing up. So it's almost, it's like, I'm like, I have to go grab 2 more samples because these are going to overflow my shelf. All right. Nothing super stands out here. I don't get the peated love that I get in the Glenlivet Nadurra. And I don't really pick up enough of a sherry influence, although I think it's watered it down a little bit and probably given it that sweet kind of caramel flavor. I like the hint of the peat that's here. But you guys know that. I'm a peat head. I love the peat. So you give me a little touch of peat, I go crazy. What I need to do is get some crazy heavily peated stuff and try it with a little bit of bourbon here or there and see if I can peat up my bourbon. All right. I don't think this is going to change much. Sorry, I got nervous. Had to see what this was. He has flat out told me, if you try the bourbon with the 30% sherry, it's bad. There wasn't enough. He said he only had like a 40% ABV on the alcohol and he doesn't feel it was enough. And he said, toss it. And I'm like continually slightly nervous, but I kind of like that. So when I saw the cloudiness and the slight residue, I was like, I'm peaking. Sorry. Scotch it, you Scotch gods. See you guys.